Hi there, Carl, Cheryl. Hi, GDS people. Scott Adamson here with Power Change in Australia. Just wanted to tell you about the biggest project we've had kind of this year in Australia with digital is the 4 web app. Now, it came about because we were given a 7-figure grant from a trust in Australia to develop our church movement's digital tools. So that's particularly My Friends, Shift M2M, and evangelistic stuff, which is part of it. And so the 4 came into that. So over 3 years, we have this grant of money, and the 4 was key to it. So, and as we decided to develop the 4, we wanted to have a number of specific design features. So firstly, it's aimed at Generation Z primarily. It's aimed at the smartphone primarily as well. Probably 80-90% of our target audience are going to be seeing it on a phone, not on a computer. And it's designed a bit like TikTok. So the videos are shot in portrait, and you can kind of scroll through them really easily. So it's modeled on TikTok. And also we have 3 different presenters, 3 different Aussie presenters rather than just kind of one, because just trying to represent so many different cultures in Australia. So the first guy is Nick. He's a uni student in Sydney, and he represents kind of a typical white Caucasian sort of style. He's a guy down the beach. Secondly, we've got Elena, who's from an Asian Australian background. She's one of our staff on campus in Melbourne. And the third guy is a guy called Pastor Scar, and he's a gamer. He's a pastor, he's a full-time gamer, and he streams his gaming online on Twitch. And he shares the gospel throughout that, and he builds a community. And when we approached him, we said, can you help us? And he said, there are 3 billion, roughly, gamers around the world, and there's no Christian content aimed at them. So I'd love to help you do some sort of Christian presentation aimed at this amazing target audience of gamers. So we said, sure. So he's turned out to be a fantastic resource. So those are our presenters. The other thing is when people finish it, if they pray to receive Christ, that's great. But also we're trying to bring them into an online digital community with a new app developed by some guys in Australia called Carry Bible. So you can check that out yourself if you want. But these are all the different kind of design aspects of it. And it's just been launched in September, so it's only pretty new. We're still refining it. Still getting it out working out how to get it out to our target audiences, but we've already seen a number of new believers through it. We've seen people joining our community. It's going to be used in the next few months for short-term missions, summer missions in Australia, and then on campus for orientation weeks, freshers weeks at the start of next year. The other part of it is, obviously we've got the 4 wristbands, so the 4.au is the website on one side, and the 4 symbols there, and so we're using it to equip people to share their faith. I mean, I'm teaching my high school youth group at church how to use the 4 and how to use the wristbands as a way to share their faith. So we're really excited about it. We value your prayers. We've got a goal of 135 new believers through the app by the end of March next year. If we meet that target, our funding continues. If we don't, the funding cuts. So it's a bit of a prayer goal there. So I appreciate your prayers for that and for the development of it. And just looking forward to how God might use it in Australia and around the world in the future. Bye.